Previously, 8 couples opened 2 restaurants.
No one needs to help, guys.
Right across the street from each other.
It's all for one and one for all.
Only 6 couples remain.
Okay.
And their chances of survival are in the hands of Master Chef Marco Pierre White.
If you fail, I fail.
Last week, both teams had to host parties for 2 of New York's top fashion designers.
I just don't think there's enough people bringing out food. It tasted like dishwater.
Later, they were judged by a famous food critic.
Chad, Mikey, please leave.
Now the red team has 3 couples. The black team also has 3 couples. Tonight, one of these 6 couples
We are here to win.
is on their way to winning the ultimate prize,
There's not going to be anything that's going to stand in our way.
a restaurant of their very own. But first,
Walk this way.
the chefs are sent into the wild to forage for food.
These are wood strawberries. This is called sheep sorrel.
And then have to cook for the master chef.
You're gonna cook me dinner.
Just his look. He's got such a presence.
5 minutes.
He can scare the shit out of you.
The biggest mistake they can make is look for a food critic.
I don't know who the critic is.
It's the biggest surprise yet.
Mother Nature is the true artist. Great cooks should respect Mother Nature. And they should allow Mother Nature to present herself. I believe you can find inspiration from anywhere, even in the heart of the city. Morning.
Morning.
Marco.
Morning.
And how are we feeling?
Good.
Red team's good.
We're fabulous. We get to Central Park, and this man appeared with this straw hat on his head, and I said, something's up.
You might not believe me, but this park is full of food. Wildman Steve Brill is going to be your guide. He's going to take you around the park and educate you, inspire you. And when you come back, you're going to cook me dinner.
Uh-oh.
Have a nice day. Steve,
Thank you.
look after me.
Thank you, Marco.
Okay, let's go. Walk this way. Central Park is an amazing place. There are so many wild foods: herbs, greens, berries, nuts, seeds, roots, and mushrooms. Things that taste way better than anything you can buy in the store. Like if you pick and eat the wrong thing. So let's start with the cattail.
Meeting wild man Steve Brill is like going to another planet.
Meow! Yeah, never pull out a cattail if there's an animal rights person watching.
It tastes like cucumber.
It does. You can also use it as a substitute for zucchini. For example, there's a French stew you all know called ratatouille. I use cattail shoots instead of the zucchini, and that gives me catatouille.
He's out there.
These are wood strawberries. Unfortunately, they're about as tasteless as my jokes.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Here's our next species. This is called field garlic. It varies in strength according to the seasons. Here you go. See what it tastes like. And you'll now all get a seat in the subway.
He's a genius when it comes to what you can live on. I mean, this man would never die in the forest, okay?
Here's our next plant. This is called sheep sorrel. It has a leaf that looks like a sheep's face with a nose and 2 ears. Here, see what it tastes like.
There's a lot of really good product in the park. And I'm definitely inspired by what we saw today, and I'll use that knowledge to present to Marco.
Yeah, I think sheep sorrel is not bad.
Oh, man. Ugh.
I had an hour to make something. I chose the dish that my mother used to cook, my mother's rabbit. And the only thing I changed was I used the herbs from Central Park. It's a bowl of food which has got everything you want. A bit of soup, a bit of meat, your vegetables. Delicious. It's about eating.
We went to Marco's kitchen for the first time, and when we walked in, it just smelled incredible. It was amazing, knowing that I have a 3 Michelin star chef cooking and demonstrating, and it was just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Come on, then. Come on, dig him. It's about doing things simple, but glamorizing them.
It was probably the most fabulous rabbit I've ever had. It was like velvet. It just melted in your mouth. It was just fantastic.
Now, it's time for business. You saw what I did in an hour, so your challenge is cook me something. I want you both to create a dish for me with the ingredients that we have in front of me. Rabbit, duck, squab, quail, freshwater perch, and a big carp if anyone's brave enough. Red sorrel, sheep sorrel, wood sorrel, root beer leaf, lemon thyme. You can find all these in the park this morning. You must take your inspiration from the park, from Mother Nature. You will have 1 hour to produce it. The challenge that I've set is respect Mother Nature. Understand what you're working with. Here's your plates. Time starts now. What do you guys want to do?
The carp I'm familiar with. Salmon sturgeon. It's got a nice flavor to it.
I was thinking one of the birds, but if you've cooked with these before, let's do that.
We had a number of different proteins to work with and vegetables and fresh herbs from the park. Dean and Angie and I kind of all in our heads decided to use squab.
I just say we braise it, throw it in the oven, let it go.
Let's roast it and have it crispy.
Dean and Angie had no plan for anything. They were just gonna cook it and everything was a mess.
You crush that and then it's a flat piece and you can grill it.
I finally had to just like step in and be like, look, we're going to grill the squab, we're gonna grill vegetables, we're gonna do a jus for it, and that's it.
Just do what you're gonna do.
Okay.
We made our version of a classic Provençal style dish. Lisa started breaking down the carp, and Kelsey was chopping down vegetables.
We wanted to do a whole grill scene. We took the squab, we grilled it, we grilled some vegetables, and we made a mushroom duxelle with all the herbs that were found from the park.
30 minutes to go.
Michael, can you come here for a minute? Well, it was my brilliant idea of choosing the carp.
Are there bones in there? Doesn't
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like- oh, really?
Quite a few.
Oh, I see it right here.
Yeah, these aren't going to come out. I don't know what to do. The bones in there, they're all over the place. And I thought, all I need now is for Marco to choke on a bone. If I don't have pictures, I don't know. We have to change our idea.
We can still go with the perch.
I don't know.
Halfway through the challenge, we decided to change our whole plan because we didn't have anything to debone the fish with. It'll still be Provençal style, it doesn't matter.
We're going to have to do that because it's not going to work otherwise.
I hope you've got your timings right. I don't like cold food.
Then pour in some red wine.
Notice it, I'm telling you.
I can see how people would describe Marco as the great white shark. He can scare the shit out of you. Just his look is quite scary. You don't really want to mess with him.
1 minute.
Get the butter, please.
Am I talking to myself?
Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Behind you's hot.
We're gonna have just a little bit right there and then still hit it on the fish.
30 seconds.
Here's a plate. Get the plate on. Let's go.
Kelsey, you can arrange as I pour.
Do you really want to put it on the rim of the plate?
Oh, yeah.
What am I going to eat it with? My fingers?
Get him knives and forks.
5 seconds. Stop. Interesting.
When we finalized our dish, we were very happy. The bird was cooked perfectly. The duxelle was absolutely flavorful. The grilled vegetables came out perfectly. We were very, very happy and very confident.
We definitely thought we won hands down. Our dish was very aromatic. The presentation was gorgeous. We thought everything was cooked just right.
Would you like to tell me about your dish?
Yes, what we have here is our version of a perch Provençal.
Tell me, what happened to the carp?
Well, the carp we decided at the last minute not to do it, only because we could not find a pair of needle-nose pliers to take out the bones, and we would not like you to have anything that you had to choke on or anything.
The red team, they started out with carp. Then they moved to perch. They're a bit all over the place. And tell me about your pigeon.
We did a grilled pigeon with some herbs.
Was it thyme I saw you put in?
It is thyme.
Then you should say thyme, not herbs.
You never know what Marco's going to do, you know, and he's got such a presence, so that always scares me.
I've got to say the black team have won.
Thank you, Marco.
Perfect cooked pigeon. I like the mushrooms. I like the usage of the herbs in them. It works very well as a dish. Collaboration on a plate, and that's why they won. They worked as a team. Well done, black team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marco.
It felt terrible to lose the challenge to the black team. We consider the black team to be on a roll, and we need to stop that.
When we won the Great White Challenge, it really was exciting for us because victories are very contagious.
So we've all had our fun, but it's back to your restaurants, open tomorrow night. Good news for you, black team, because you're the winners. You're going to get help tomorrow night. A maitre d'. He's one of the finest maitre d's in town. Up his sleeve, he's got a lot of tricks. He can make your life easy. Make the most of him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Red team, you lost. You're on your own.
The black team won the challenge, and I was a little disappointed. I wanted to make the rest of our team proud. Not having that maitre d' on our side might hurt us.
This was just a trial for your menu tomorrow night. I want to see the ingredients from the park with at least 4 main courses on your menu. The last 2 weeks, you've had a reservation book. Tomorrow night, there's no book. It's people who come off the street. Whatever the number, whether it's 70, 80, 90, you have to feed them all.
Not having a reservation book without busboys and a bartender and a maitre d'. That can be stressful.
Now, both of you, back to your restaurants. Head down, working hard.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you, Marco.
Hello, boys and girls.
Damn, y'all looking crazy.
Fucking suck. When we got back to the black restaurant, we decided we were gonna play a little joke on our teammates. We had to cook for fucking Marco and we lost.
Psych!
We won.
Psych, a big go psych!
We couldn't hold a straight face for too long, so we finally wound up telling them, tomorrow night, you guys are gonna have one of the top maitre d's in this restaurant.
To help you guys.
Alrighty then. Mushroom maitake. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
When we came back to the restaurant, we found a lot of the same ingredients that we worked with in Marco's kitchen, as well as what we found in Central Park. And that's what we had to use to design our menu.
Duck brined, roasted, with fingerlings, maybe mushrooms. We have all those wild mushrooms.
Yeah, let's definitely use
do
the
potatoes and mushrooms.
Marco informed us that we needed to serve 4 entrees for that evening, and that was definitely the most that we have served since the whole competition has started.
Do we got the 4 dishes yet?
Yeah.
Rabbit, duck,
Rabbit, duck, pigeon, quail.
God damn, that's all birds, dude.
We wanted to go with a classic spinach salad, warm bacon vinaigrette. Our appetizer was made from perch. All of our entrees were all proteins that were found in Central Park.
Yeah, we're gonna have 4 things spread out 3 people.
Yeah. I say the crab cakes go on there. It should be a staple on our dish. Everybody loves them.
Dean wanted my crab cakes on the menu, and I said to Dean, I said, I don't think we should do the crab cakes.
Changing the menu is fine, but some things should be a staple, and those crab cakes should be a staple.
I acquiesced. Dean puts them on. Whichever way the wind blows, I'm going. Okay, so for our entrees, we have perch and carp, duck and squab.
And we have a prosciutto dish, so we have a pork somewhere in there.
So we finally got the menu set. We started out with our appetizers, and of course, we were putting the crab cakes back on. For our second appetizer, we were going to do cheese plate with prosciutto wrapped melons. For the entrees, we did the grilled squab that we had cooked for Marco already. Then we decided to do an orange citrus duck breast. We figured the perch was going to be best deep fried. And then for the carp, Angie came up with a good idea of, you know, some black beans and some salsa on top of the carp.
We need a leader tomorrow.
Well, I'd like to be head chef. I haven't done that yet. I had told myself that I wanted to be the head chef for the next service, so no matter what, I just needed to do it.
You want to expedite and do the whole thing?
I don't know, but
that's head chef.
I would really like to help.
You head chefing. You are actually leading the kitchen and expediting. I'm not really sure she really understands the intensity of that position.
Well, I guess that's what I'll have to do. When I stepped up as head chef, Lisa, I could see she was a little scared because there were so many people coming in the restaurant. It would be our busiest night. I have to try it at some point, so I'll do it.
Dean, you're head chef, right?
Exactly.
All right, exactly.
So we need to just...
Did he say exactly?
He did.
I knew Angie didn't want anything to do with being the head chef that night, so I stepped in and was gonna do it. I'd be more than happy to do it. And we're just gonna learn from our mistakes. Everything you just said, that's what we're doing.
He took responsibility. He wanted that role. So he got that role. So if we lose, he should go.
This week is going to be the toughest week yet. The challenge ahead is enormous. And they must use all the strategy they have to get them through it.
So, Ann,
Yeah.
are you sure you don't want to be in alignment?
No, because I've got other obligations, and I want to make sure what I'm doing is right.
We came to the restaurant and just started preparing everything. I knew it was going to be a difficult challenge. And when you don't have a reservation book and you have a ton of people coming in, it's going to get crazy. So we had a lot of work to do in that short amount of time. How's that carp looking, brother?
Good.
And what I said in the room was totally validated, okay?
Actually, it wasn't.
You can pick and choose by selective hearing all you want, sweetheart.
I just want to put it out there that I still am not comfortable with the way you reacted.
Since our last elimination challenge that we lost, I find a very tense mood amongst the team members.
This is the lack of respect because you won't even let me talk.
I think that it's just very unfair to single me out, and I just think it's unfair.
I can really see this as being the beginning of the downfall of the red team if it doesn't change 180 degrees.
What I said was real, okay? If you
Yes,
can't
it
deal
was
with that,
real.
that's your choice.
Tanya, it was real, but it was
so real.
inappropriate.
Okay, let's get over this. Let's stop talking about this.
You know what? I'm done. If she's done, I'm done, okay? I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to run this restaurant.
The black team won the challenge. It's time to give them their prize. Will Guerrero, one of the top restaurant managers in New York City. And he is there to guide them through tonight's service.
So, you guys are gonna be out of control a little bit tonight. So one, let them know that you're in charge. Two, if you're giving great hospitality throughout the entire night, then little mistakes that you're gonna make are okay.
Yeah.
You want them to feel like they just sat down in your home. So, welcome, comfort, and control. Those are the three things. If you can nail all three of those things in the greet, everything else, regardless how many mistakes you might make, is gonna be a lot easier.
It was good to have Will come in and just kind of go over things with us. It's things that seem so simple that should seem common sense. I can see where we have been doing things wrong.
I walked into the Red Restaurant, and what do I find? Kelsey's head chef. Let's see what she's made of. So, chef, in 3 hours' time, you'll have your first customer.
Yes.
Where's your menu?
When Marco was looking over my menu, I was nervous that there would be a bad reaction. It was a little scary.
Where'd you get your spinach from?
We ordered it through US Food.
Is it wild spinach?
No.
Is it in the park? I didn't see any spinach in the park. I didn't see any bacon in the park. Did you see any pigs running through that park?
No.
Nothing to do with the park, so we need another starter chef. Why do they make me tear up their menu? All they have to do is listen. If you fail, you do it to yourself. Never forget that. I'll be watching. You're obviously the chef since you're sat in the middle.
Yes, I am, Marco.
That disappoints me. You've been chef. You've been chef.
I haven't.
I was hoping that you would be chef. Do you not want to be chef?
Of course I do.
So why don't you push for it?
Well, I figure we're not going anywhere. I have a chance.
Don't take things for granted.
Well, chef,
So if you lose, and I have to come back and fire you, you never had your chance, did you? Right or wrong? So let's pray that you win tonight.
Correct.
Can I have a look at your menu? Crab cakes. A sole signature. Any crabs in the park?
In the park? No.
Did I tell you yesterday to take inspiration from the park?
Yes, you did.
When Marco started ripping things off and telling us we couldn't do it, I was really nervous. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing on my menu?
So that can become staff meal. There you are. Thank you. So you need to do another starter.
I was like, if he rips another thing off, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Cheese plates of prosciutto with melon. Is that in the park?
No, it's not.
Not necessarily, but
No, it's not. I mean, do you see a melon tree? So you've got 2 starters to do now.
Okay.
Okay, there you are. Just to remind you. So now you've got a ton of work to do, haven't you?
Yep.
Because I've just removed your starters. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
Good luck. Work as a team.
Now here we are at 4:30 in the afternoon. We don't have much time. So we had to go back and bang our heads together to come up with 2 appetizers and make sure that, you know, it was something that was inspired from the park.
Think what we got. Think what we have. After Marco ripped up our appetizers, I was totally stunned. We've got to come up with 2 appetizers. Taste it.
Fine.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like cabbage, kind of.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
cabbagey.
Well, we have to use this for a fresh salad.
Unfortunately, as nervous and as upset I was, we knew we had work to do, and it was time to pull together and fix it. All the wild greens, we used them, cut them up, made a nice salad out of that.
Okay, got it. Let's do a soup.
Let's do a cream of mushroom soup. And then we took the wild mushrooms, and we made a beautiful cream of mushroom soup with it.
There you go.
Wild mushroom soup, we'll call it.
There seems to be a very bad energy running between Anya and Vanessa. It's something that I've talked to both of them about, and it's gotten so bad that it can't be fixed.
This is a competition. There's no time for friends. I didn't come here to make friends. I definitely will not allow Vanessa to stand in my path to success. I'll just move her out of the way.
Anya's not a team player, but if she doesn't step up and start being part of a team, no one on the red team is going to be able to win. She's going to bring us all down with her. Okay, here's the special then.
This week is going to be a tough week. The hardest week yet. No reservations booked. They don't know how many people are coming. They have to feed everybody well and serve them well.
Hey, you guys, prepare to get hit hard.
I don't want complaints.
I got faith in my team.
I hope we kick the red team's ass. Good evening. Welcome to Seoul. Can we right this way?
Yep, that's the wine and beer list. Yeah? Dinner service. They're all rolling in. We get slammed all at once.
You guys have about 7 tables. First order is being taken right now.
You ready? Do it.
The squab, kind of their showcase dish, was phenomenal.
Tonight, the biggest mistake they can make is look for a food critic.
And here you go.
At this moment in time, every diner within that restaurant is a critic. When they've eaten and they've left the restaurant, everybody will fill in the Zagat form, and they'll be marked according to Zagat.
What's the squab?
Squab's great. Squab's a wild pigeon.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Pardon me here?
I need cherry, I need jam, you're killing us. Let's go, get food.
You gotta stop everything you're doing and go run a little bit of food, okay? They're definitely in the weeds. The amount of volume that they had that quickly with the amount of people that they have, it's a lot of people to stay up on.
We've been here for an hour, and we just got bread.
All right, guys. 3 salads and 3 apps.
1 salad, 2 salad. Is this the table position or something?
Probably so, yeah.
Okay, so we need 5, 6 salad.
Yeah, Kelsey is being the head chef and one of our most difficult challenges yet. And, you know, the only thing that she's done prior is pretty much make salad.
Did I say order in 6 apps, 6 salad?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Kelsey got a little confused at the very beginning. It was obvious that she's never done this before.
Looking at the first 2 tickets in front of you, don't worry about the rest until you know what these 2 are. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
If not, I got you there.
This is going to be a difficult service. I'm not really sure Kelsey understands this position.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know if this is actually cooked, because every time I do this,
I get red, and blood isn't supposed to come out of cooked bird.
It's so hard to serve about 80 people within a 3-hour span of time. The pressure of that is unbelievable.
Is this how the squab is supposed to be cooked, that red? This guy's complaining, saying he ate it, and now he feels like he might be sick. It's not supposed to be that red. There's not supposed to be blood in it.
Yes, it is. It's supposed to be medium rare. What do you want? During dinner service, a couple of the complaints that we heard from people was about the squab. They don't understand that squab is supposed to be cooked medium rare. If anybody sent me a well-done squab, I'd throw it at them.
Their perception is their reality, though.
I have 2 quails, a rabbit.
No, we don't have 2 quails. We have one.
You have the wrong table? Okay, well, hold on. Dealing with an undetermined amount of people coming through the door and you're already short-staffed, you have inexperienced people in the front of the house, it's absolutely difficult. Somebody already ran that table.
And let me grab your
This
chef.
is so confusing. I'm in the weeds. We were definitely challenged. Damn it, fuck. The wrong seat numbers and served the wrong thing for them.
Panya, she exerts enormous amounts of extra energy, and it's not helping us.
This is really confusing. Why didn't we do it this way?
I think we've all been doing that. Am I the only one who just did it, huh?
Yeah, you didn't
That's what
even
you're
do
saying?
this. Yeah.
I fail to believe that.
Panya was bringing in tickets that she was doing different than everybody else. I never thought of it as Panya trying to sabotage me, but I wouldn't put it past her.
I'm in the weeds. I'm in the weeds.
See, I'm more concerned about out there. See what I'm saying?
Okay, your table for 2 is set. I'm sorry about the linen, but we're out of extra linens.
I think everything is pretty much overcooked, except for the rabbit.
The leeks are mush. I would agree with that.
We've been waiting for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and there's been parties that have sat in front of us, so I don't know. We've been standing here for a while.
When you greet this table, just say, I know you waited longer than any other table tonight, and it's my goal to make sure that you leave happy.
If we lose with having Will out front with us, then there is going to be something seriously wrong.
I am so sorry. I know you have waited longer than everyone this evening, but it's my goal to make sure that everyone leaves happy tonight, okay?
What this green is. We thought the salad was extraordinarily bland.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me see. How bad is it?
We were in the process of our last good push. I knocked the knife off and I went to catch it and sort of sliced my hand pretty good.
One of the chefs sliced his hand open.
Take that off, put on a fresh one.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
It's time to go to the doctor.
So he's running around acting like he was doing shit, and he wasn't. And that's how he cut himself.
Yeah, he's got to go right now.
And I just looked at Dean and he said, it's deep. Knowing that he's going to the hospital made me nervous.
I've never in my entire life ever worked a service like this.
It's been a really fun night, I guess, in a way, but it was insane. So, I don't know. I don't know who the critic is.
The strawberries for this table.
The maitre d' at the Black restaurant could have been a great advantage for them. I'm hoping that our teamwork and our finesse won over our guests and our critic.
I know that the red team did all they could. Our chefs put out an amazing, strong menu. Everything tasted delicious. You know, it's not in our hands anymore. We just hope that we treated the critic well.
I don't think everything that I wanted done got done. I wanted Angie on the line. She didn't want to come on the line. Things that my wife have told me out front didn't happen. If we lose, it's going to be devastating. And I'm hoping that Marco doesn't pick my wife and me to go home.
You know I'm here. Last night, you were very busy. But I'm sure you out front were still looking for that food critic. The reality is you're being judged by everybody. They were all critics. Every one of them. Because last night, you were being Zagat rated.
We found out that It was a Zagat review, and we had some pretty ticked off customers in here last night. I'm nervous about it.
And today, I brought Nina and Tim Zaga to read the comments of the diners. Nina, how are you?
Good to see you.
Tim, how are you? These are our contestants. Nina, could we have the comments on the Crimson restaurant, please?
We received the following comments from your customers last night. We asked them to rate the restaurants on a 30-point scale: food, decor, and service.
The critic was everyone who ate in our restaurant. And I actually was excited because I had had a great experience with every table that I spoke to.
One was incredibly long wait. It was an outrage.
The comments that they were making, and I was like, oh my God, this couldn't have gone worse.
The food, unadventurous. Nothing to write home about.
There were times that Kelsey, even though she was the head chef, she didn't really take charge. If Crimson goes down, Kelsey and Vanessa should definitely be the ones to go home.
We had to ask for new tablecloths because they were so dirty.
I believe that Vanessa was responsible for the dirty tablecloths. I think that she should have been making sure that they were taken care of.
Tim, can we please have the comments for Soul Restaurant?
Yes. Everything was decent, but not great. A cute waiter, Zan, I think. Now, who's Zan?
That would be me.
Well, everybody remarked about how they liked your service.
Contain yourself.
Another one said, my squab was so raw that it was still flying.
I knew from that statement alone, hands down, we had to have win. How can you serve raw poultry and still win?
Thank you, Tim. Nina, could we please have the score for Crimson?
The ratings for Crimson for food on our 30-point scale was 11. Decor was 7. And service was also 7.
Tim, could we please have the ratings for Soul?
The rating for food was 11. The rating for decor was 9. The rating for service was 11. So on our 30-point scale, Soul got an overall rating of 10, whereas Crimson only got an 8.
So the winner was the black team.
It was great to know that we won it, but knowing that we had help that night from Will Gadara and we just beat them, it was kind of a hollow victory.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Black team, I won't congratulate you because there was a lot of failing. Please go back to your restaurant.
I was definitely surprised when we lost. Both teams, neither one of us did a great job at all, but I still don't understand the outcome.
It was your diners that loaded the gun. And they've sent me in to pull the trigger. It's that simple.
We're on the chopping block again. And I am absolutely ready to fight for my life right now. No holds barred. I'm not giving up. It's going down.
Someone talk to me.
One of the problems that the front of the house has had has been a lack of cohesive communication amongst ourselves. And it's been brought about by one individual who's very stubborn in the way that they look at the rest of the team.
Who's that person?
The person is this lovely young lady right here.
Thank you for your honesty.
Marco, in order to be a strong team, communication and respect is needed. And I am an honest person. And my honesty is not liked. And I can't apologize for that. Vanessa is the type of person who wants to have control over situations and not take any criticism.
It's not us against you. You're not here to prove anything to me.
It's about the team, and it's about the restaurant.
I've never shown you anything but respect.
That is a lie. You are lying to my face.
I've never shown you anything but respect. And instead of me going crazy and really becoming a bitch, so to speak, and I give you your control, because I know that people who want to control everything all the time is usually the people that are out of control.
That's not a fair statement, Panya. I was very much open to your opinions. I was very respectful. You don't want to hear things.
This is what I'm speaking of. The condescending tone, that's very disrespectful.
What's your tone,
And excuse
Panya?
me.
It's
I'm not going to
pointless.
argue with you on the chopping block because we're a team. We're supposed to be working together.
The only reason I brought this up was obviously this is a big problem. And I mean, it's a vicious bug that's crawled into our team.
Excuse me. The failing of this team is you haven't sorted out your differences. You've allowed them to break you up. Lisa.
Yes?
Who's the instigator?
Who's the instigator? I think it's Panya. All this insecurity and feelings of people ganging up on her just keeps coming out. And she says she's a team player, yet she doesn't trust the people around her either. You know, and it's horrendous to me. I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense at all.
I deal with truth, okay? The simple fact
We're all dealing with the truth.
The simple fact here...
There's no reason to lie.
The simple fact here, Miss Lisa, is there's no trust, there's no respect.
From you.
Excuse me.
You're the one that brought it up in the first place.
Marco, I knew that it was personal. I knew that it was definitely a competition last night between the red team and not the red team against the black. And if I can be totally honest with you, Marco...
Please, Panya, you've had a lot of the floor, so I think you should just contain yourself for a moment and allow Michael to say something.
Totally honest? Okay, I do believe there's some racial tension here.
Oh, Jesus. Get over yourself. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't even listen to this.
Let me explain
That's
why.
unbelievable.
Excuse me. Let me tell you why. Can I please tell you why, Marco?
Outrageous.
It's a lack of respect.
It's embarrassing.
And I've said that before, okay?
You know
and it's embarrassing for me to even have to say that.
Nobody disrespects you.
And it's difficult for me to have to say that because I don't want to pull that.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
You know, looking back last night, Marco, I can honestly say to you that Vanessa and Kelsey...
I didn't ask you to pass comment on Vanessa and Kelsey.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
All you have done is fuel this fire. Vanessa, Kelsey, you were in charge last night, weren't you?
Yes, Marco. Yes.
You two rose to this challenge, and your improvement has been enormous. And that impresses me.
Thank you.
Panya.
Yes, Marco.
I listen to the people around me,
Yes, Marco.
and they tell me you're a disruptive force. One thing I will never tolerate, no matter how hard-working somebody is a disruptive force in a restaurant. Michael and Panya, go home.
I definitely can't believe I'm sitting here right now. Hands down, me and Panya are definitely more talented than Kelsey and Vanessa. We definitely have more experience.
Thank you for your hard work, and thank you for showing me respect.
Thank you for the opportunity, Marco.
Panya and Michael, very nice people, could not adapt to their environment. They allowed personalities to get in their way, and that's why they've gone.
I love you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My passion and my emotion is what drives me. Me being honest pretty much put me in this predicament. It was nice working with you. Maybe I need to shut up sometimes. I can respect Marco's decision, and I kind of understand why he did it. But that doesn't take anything away from me. I'm still driven. I still have a lot to offer, and one day soon I will have my restaurant.
Now, there's 2 couples left, and you're gonna have to work harder than you've ever worked in your life.
Very well. Yes.
Stay respectful.
Yes, sir.
Stay disciplined.
Yes.
Keep your head down and contain your emotions.
Absolutely.
You saw what happened.
Oh, yes.
Good night.
Okay.